Welcome to the scoop. Welcome to the scoop, where entertainment and enlightenment meets.
Peace, everyone. All right, well, I'm back. You know how I do. Sunday, I got some things to talk about on this Sunday afternoon, well, evening, depending on where you're at. Today's topic is going to be on what happened to the coronavirus. We're going to be speaking about the riots, the looting, the shooting, the police brutality, and then some with Shakur. She's back on my show again. So I hope everyone's doing good. I hope y'all are, well rested during this whole quarantine. We're going to be speaking about some, really interesting topics, stuff that needs to be talked about. So in any case, I want to welcome back to my show, my sister from another mister and mother, obviously, Shakur. Peace, sis.
Hey, peace and black power, my sister. Good to see
Yes,
you.
yes. Yes, great to have you back on the show. Great to have you back
Thank
on the
you.
show.
Thank
So,
you.
yes, how's your afternoon been going so far?
I am so well rested right now. It's like for some reason my sleep has been just awesome lately. So I'm feeling just full of energy and I'm excited, excited for this conversation today.
Yes, 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 yes. I've been getting some really good sleep too lately. Some really, really good rest. I'm not
Yes.
sure. Like, let me tell you, like yesterday, girl, I don't know what happened after my show. I was just so excited after the radio. I just fell asleep. I just fell
Yes.
asleep. And I fell asleep so early that I got up so early. You know what I mean? I was up like at 2 a.m. or something like
Hmm.
that.
Oh, wow.
And that's because I fell asleep before 9, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it was like I was like up, and I've been up all morning, just like ready. I'm like, okay, I got a show today. We're gonna kick it with my Shakur, aka Miss Portia, you
Yes.
know. So we're gonna kick it with her today. And I was just getting ready, like, all right, we got some good stuff to talk about, some things to build about that people, the people been basically tweeting and Facebooking about, all on
Yes.
LinkedIn, all on all the social media accounts, everywhere you go, all on all the blog sites and everything, you know,
Oh, yeah.
um, everywhere, the newspapers, all that stuff, So let's talk about the first thing. First things first, right?
Yes.
What's going
Yes.
on with this coronavirus stuff? Like ever since George's death, like
It
coronavirus just
disappeared.
kind of just disappeared. Yeah, it just disappeared. Like we've heard maybe one thing about it, two things, nothing outrageous.
Mm-mm.
It just kind of
Nothing
disappeared.
just but a bunch of lies.
You think it's been a bunch of lies?
Several, several.
You think so?
Hmm.
What do you
Yes.
think they've been lying about? What do you think they've been lying about as far as coronavirus goes? I'm sorry.
Well, well, there has been reports. There was a report that I saw in passing on social media, and it
Hmm.
said that there have been 19,000 new cases, but it transferred into like a meme. Quit lying. Ain't nobody been tested for it. So that's
Hmm.
like the first one. And then, they tested George Floyd's body for it, and
Uh-huh.
they said that it tested positive. But
I
that
heard.
begs the question, was he diagnosed beforehand, or did he catch it while he was on the ground from one of the other officers? So have they been tested?
Well,
So
okay, so if George had coronavirus prior to his death, then there would be hospital records on it. Like if he was tested, there would be hospital records on it.
right.
So I mean, that right there is something that's kind of, I don't know. I don't know how we would find that out, you know. But I don't understand why they would test him anyway if he was already tested, So maybe he was never tested before. Maybe he was never tested. But they
Right.
can't say that that's the reason why he died, though.
that's what they can't say. But it makes me, I mean, I feel like, now we've gotten to a point where, we're kind of further along in the
Right.
process of him now,
Mm-hmm.
especially as far as the coronavirus. He's already obviously in a casket. So it just begs the it just like, why would they even test him for it to begin with? And it just makes it look as though they were looking for reasons
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
to
trying to find a reason.
yes, to disqualify the notion that he had been murdered on camera. So
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, they're trying to find ways to distract us from what the real issue is. They still haven't came out with a clear explanation as to why several CEOs had left their positions earlier this year. That's like disappeared from the news altogether. So it's like something big that's going on that, those of us that are in the conscious or aware community, we're trying to piece it all together, and they're making it hard for us. So this whole thing has come out with this whole thing has happened with George Floyd. That's completely taken our focus off of the disease. And so we're trying to figure out what the reason is behind that as well. Like, why has our
Why?
focus taken off of
Be-
that?
because our people are easily distracted. They've always been.
Hmm.
That's why. Always been easily distracted. You know, that's because there's a lot going on in our minds as it is. So one little thing and we're distracted. You know,
Yes.
it's
Hmm.
that simple. It's that simple. And another thing, he's not the first, as you know, he's not the first person
Absolutely.
that's ended up in this situation. But I believe that our people have become so engulfed into what's going on because the media has made it a huge thing.
Yes.
Because the
Yes.
media did not make it a huge thing about Sean Reed, who was just a couple weeks before him, or Ahmaud Arbery, you know, or Breonna.
Hmm.
It wasn't a
Right.
huge thing. So, but since his situation is so huge, the people's minds just been so focused on it, and the whole coronavirus thing kind of just disappeared, like kind of walked away off the scene. You know,
Yes. Yes.
that's basically what it appears. That's what it appears to be. That's what it looks like. What has been going on.
Absolutely.
So that's and I sat back and I was watching it, not the whole situation, because I try not to get myself all caught up in that type of stuff. I really try my
Yes.
best not to, because it can become very draining. It can really wear you down mentally and emotionally, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Because it's traumatizing. All that's traumatizing. I never watched the video. I don't
mm,
plan on watching that video. I don't want to see him being murdered. I don't want to
yeah.
see nothing like that. So it's just like, but I have been keeping up though with the reports. I'll read it and I'm like, all right, okay, what's next? What's
Yeah,
next? What they gonna say next?
it's like they keep trying to perpetuate this trauma over and over and over
Hmm.
again. So there has to be a plan behind that as well. The
Hmm.
reason why they keep putting these recordings out or allowing these recordings to be, shared, I think is the purpose could potentially be to just keep us in fear of what they could potentially do in certain situations.
Most
So
definitely.
yeah, but I kind of feel like, Sister Fari, that kind of backfired this time. So you got
Hmm.
people out there in the streets that have absolutely nothing to lose.
Mm.
So in a way, it kind of backfired. In a way, But I mean, when I watched the video of George Floyd, I had no idea that I was gonna watch him basically die on camera. I had no idea. So I kind of
Mm.
watched him until I realized that the life had been drained from him. Because in the beginning, he's just screaming, I can't breathe, and then you see that at the end. So, it was just kind of reminiscent of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile, all those
Eric
people
Gardner.
Eric Gardner, everybody that we had to watch die on camera. So I feel like that trauma is just, it keeps, it's that one of those cycles, like how did you feel when you watched it, and then in the years following this whole incident, we'll be able to say what happened during that time. We'll say, well, I lived through it. I remember watching. I remember where I was when I saw it, but is that going to be the last one? That's
Of
what we
course
are
not.
now. No, it should. We need to figure out a way to make that the very last one. And right now, the only option that we feel like we have, excuse my language, is to tear some shit up.
Now, speaking on, we're gonna get on to tearing some shit up in a second, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we're gonna get on that in a second. But with George Floyd and everything, another thing I noticed since
Mhm.
our last show, that people have been trying to put out so much negative, things about him. And it's
Yes.
not, and it's
Yeah.
not just, and it's not just the white man, it's our own people doing it. Digging and finding things to say wrong about this man.
Mhm.
Like it's really, really, really sad. It's really sad. You know,
Yeah. Mhm.
he's done some things. He's done some wicked stuff. I've seen it. And in his past, and that's the
His
that's the
past.
word, his past.
Right.
He's done
Mhm.
some wicked stuff in his past to our own people in his past.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you know what? Guess what? I've done some really messed up things in my past too. Do I want people bringing up my past if I got murdered and try to justify? Oh well, she deserved it because back in 1999 she did this. Back in
Mhm.
1997 she did that. You know what I mean? No, don't try to use what I did in 1999 or 1997 to justify something that happened to me in 2020. You
We're
understand what I'm
basically
saying?
doing the same thing that the white media does to us when something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, might as
Right.
well. Yeah,
Right.
whether
That's
he
that's
did it or
that's.
not, whether he did it or not, he lost his life at the hands
Mm-hmm.
of one of these, slave patrolmen.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of
Yep.
the day, that's what happened, and it's wrong. Whether he, did all that stuff in the past, what happened to him was not right. It is not justifiable. He was not committing
Mm-mm.
a crime. He was not
Mm-mm.
committing a crime, although that was one of the first things that they put out there about him, that he went
Yes,
in
it
the
was.
store with a fake check or a counterfeit 20 or whatever. And then we find
Mm-hmm.
out after he died that it wasn't anything counterfeit. It was some real money. So we're basically doing the same thing that they do to us. It's that Willie Lynch thing.
Yes, it is. It is. And a lot of our people in the in the quote unquote conscious community, the woke community, they're sitting there running with it. They're supposed to be so woke, so conscious, but
Hmm.
they're putting all that stuff out there about him, this negative images and just, all this stuff like that. So what I do, I don't even pay attention to it. If I see his name and I see, the first few words followed by something negative, I just keep going. I don't even look at it.
Exactly. There's no need.
I
There's
don't.
no need.
I don't look at it. I don't. I don't even. I don't look at it.
Right.
It's so and that's an issue that I also have with our people. Like always, like God, like you're saying that you're for the people, but are you really for the people? You know,
You know,
are you
I
are you a carbon melanated being wearing a
mhm,
carbon melanated face? Are you doing the black face and you're black?
right.
That's what I
Hmm.
wonder. You know what I mean? Like,
I was watching David Banner today on Instagram, and he made the statement, a lot of us are, doing that because we don't actually know what freedom is.
right.
And we're afraid of it.
Hmm.
So I completely understand what it is that you're saying. Yes. Yes. We
So
don't
David
know.
Banner he had a speech about this.
Yes, he actually put it on Instagram today. And
Mm,
what he was talking about was how we just kind of jump on things, kind of following the trend, and to see if people are real about what it is that they're doing as far as this. I know you, Sister Fari, and myself, we've been kind of on this, on the necks of white supremacy. I don't know about you, but for years, for me, so and stopping. So he said to pay attention to what they were doing 6 months in the past and see whether they were about this fight or not. This fight for empowerment and liberation. And most of us, we don't know that we're getting out there saying some of the wrong things, or we're perpetuating the wrong narrative. Like we might feel it's like we're taking on the words of what they're saying on CNN instead of formulating our own thoughts about what's happening. So it's easy. It's like they put the words in our mouths to go out there and say, I can't breathe, or stuff like that, different spells and whatnot. And sometimes we don't see ourselves as Black people. Once we get to a certain point in life, we don't see ourselves as regular Black people, but we will step into something like a movement to say that we did it. Yeah. So that's I fully agree with David Banner that people just kind of riding a wave. They just want to be out there and say, at least I did it.
I said that same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I said the same thing. People want to just hop on the bandwagon instead of creating their own wagon. They want to hop on somebody else's wagon.
Right.
That's all. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. Now, let's get on this tearing some shit up. All right. So you called it. All right. Now,
Yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as the rioting and the protesting goes, I've actually been a part of something like that before. A few years ago, 2015.
Okay.
2015, I was on the quote unquote front line, so they call it, in Atlanta when we shut down the highway and all that stuff like that for those 3 days. I was out there. Yeah.
I
So
remember that.
yeah, I was out there, and I learned a thing or two, and I told myself I won't ever do it again. You know,
Mm,
I literally was out there for 3 days straight,
mm,
protesting, yelling, screaming, had my blowhorn. I did everything, you know.
mm,
Um, I got locked up, a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But guess what? There was no positive results for us. Did
right.
all of that. I did
Mm,
all of that, and nothing positive happened from anything that we did. You know,
mm,
I mean, the only thing I felt was sore feet from
mm,
from marching for so long. We
right.
walked, we walked, we walked, and we walked, and we shut down the streets, we shut down businesses, everything.
Mm,
And the only thing I felt was sore feet.
mm,
And when I did, I got in the situation with the police and stuff downtown and
mm,
everything, thank goodness everything
right.
is cleared. I'm straight from all that, but it
Mm-hmm.
was like it was still for me. I mean, it was a learning experience. You understand what I'm saying? But it was a waste of my energy. That's what it was. For me, speaking for myself, it was a waste of energy because
Mm-hmm.
nothing actually was resolved. Because since then, there's still been murders by the
Yes.
police on our
Mm-hmm.
people with all the marching, all the protesting I was doing, with the rioting. There's still our people are still getting murdered, still getting slain. You know what I mean? Right
Mm-hmm.
in front of our face, right on social media. And I was out there and I was with the shits. I've always been with the shits. But I was like, you know what? I gotta stop it. I gotta stop because I got children and there's nothing being, resolved with anything that I've just done.
Mm-hmm.
Besides me spending a day or two away from my kids locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And my children deserve more than that.
Absolutely.
So it
Absolutely.
was just like, whatever, and so I see it now. I see the people out there, and am I upset they're out there doing that? No, because they have all right to be upset. They have all right to be upset. They have
Mm-hmm.
all right to feel, to be angry. You know, all these years, it's just been years and years and years of trauma being instilled into us. You know, we're constantly seeing our people get killed, you know,
Yes.
by the hands of the white man. We've been seeing it since before we were, like, before we was born, it was happening. Then we go to school and we're seeing it in school books.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? We're seeing it in
Yes.
school books. And then we'll turn around and there's a movie being played where our people being killed by them. And then they want to make documentaries and they want to make films about slavery. They want to do all this, what constantly being seen and fed that type of energy about our people, that our people were never no good. Our people were weak. Our people could not fight back. Our people were scared of the white man. That's all we always see about our people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then we turn around and we see our people getting killed
Mm-hmm.
today, this day and age. You
Yes.
know, and what do we hear? I can't breathe. And they're not fighting back because they're scared to fight back because the damn cop got a gun and this person is has no gun, is weaponless. You know what I mean? And they just
Mm-hmm.
screaming, I can't breathe, someone help me, mama, whatever they're screaming, baby, where's my wife? Someone help me. They're helpless. Our people have been helpless and in fear of the damn devil since they came here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Since they came
Yes.
on this soil,
Mm-hmm.
they just been wicked people to us. You know what I mean?
100%.
So it's just
100%.
like I sit here and I'm thinking like, damn, like, you know, but I try my best to contain my emotions. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because I don't
Mm-hmm.
want my children to feel like, damn, our mama hate white people or something like that. Because that's you know, I don't want them to feel like that. You know, I don't want them to feel
Right.
like I
Right.
hate somebody, you know. But what I can say is I'm damn angry with them people.
Oh yes.
You understand what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? I'm angry with them. I'm angry with
Mm-hmm.
them. And I don't like that they're walking around or marching around with us with their fists up talking about black power. Bitch, like black power. Black power, really?
Yeah, I'm offended by
You
that
know?
too, Sister Pari.
Like are you really walking around white man with your fists up talking about black power? So are you gonna be doing that next month too? Are you gonna still be saying black power next month?
Mm-mm.
Because
Mm-mm.
they're not gonna still be protesting and marching next month.
No, 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 no.
So
Mm-mm.
are these white people gonna be doing that next month after they done destroyed the majority of our, you know, stores and stuff? Our
Mm-hmm.
stores. I'm not talking about
Right.
their stores. I'm talking
Right.
about our stores.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And then this
Mm-hmm.
is where the rioting comes in that I'm talking about. You know, the
Right.
tearing the shit up. Our
Mm-hmm.
people have been so foolish that they've gone out there and tore up their own people's stores. Their own people's stores. Now,
Mm-hmm.
how is that going to help us? It's hard enough for us to get loans. We can't get money from the government like that, you know. And then if these stores were insured, which they probably were, they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna give them a damn like a lot of hell just to give them some money to fix their stores back up. And that's if they're
Right.
able to. That's if they're
Mm-hmm.
able to. You know, they done tore up stores, broke windows, caught shit on fire of our own people. And our own people did this. Why? Why? Because there's some chains still on their brain. They copying their massa. They see the
Mm-hmm.
massa out there destroying shit, so they want to go out there and destroy some shit, but they don't even realize they're destroying their own people's stuff, their own people's property.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even if they didn't own that store all the way, that was their store. That's where they was making their money from. This is how they was feeding their family and paying their bills. You know, now they done destroyed it and they don't got that no more. You know, so that right there, this is my issue with the rioting. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you gonna
Mm-hmm.
go riot, go tear up them white folks stuff. Don't tear up our stuff. Don't
But
tear up
they have.
theirs. They have.
They
Yeah, they
have.
have. The
Mm-hmm.
majority of the stuff they tore up was white people, but they tore up our stuff as well.
Yeah, and I think a lot of our people are just, well, like you said, they were just going along with what they were seeing white people do because naturally that's what we do to just follow what they do. You know, we've been taught to follow white Jesus.
Mm.
the white media, white institutions, like the white school system. We're taught to whatever they do, then that's the right thing to do. So we have our white friends out there. I mean, some of them, I feel like their hearts might be in the right place, and but then a lot of us, we are highly misinformed, highly, highly, highly misinformed. And some of those stores that are black owned, some of us don't even know who owns the stores. You know,
Exactly.
yeah, we just kind of go along with whatever they're doing. So we see Antifa out there tearing stuff up. I talked about that on my show. They're actually not out there for us or for Black lives and whatnot. They're out there for themselves. They have their own fight
Mm-hmm.
that they want to partake in. However, this movement was just what they needed to put their own to perpetuate their own agenda. So,
Mm-hmm.
they're out there tearing up our stuff, and that's getting us all riled up to do the same. But, when we went and we tore up that Target in Minneapolis and, tore up that we've been taking down here lately, Confederate statues. Now, I feel like that's justified. But, I completely agree with you. Like tearing up our stores, educate yourself on what's going on in your own community before you go out
Mm-hmm.
there, and don't let your white friends influence you. I mean, if they want to help you, that's fine. But you need to have your own wisdom and knowledge when it comes to stuff going on. A lot of us have no idea
Right.
what's going on in the community. We don't know. It's crazy how a lot of us have never traveled, but we don't look around at what's going on in our immediate environment. Like the corner store that you go to, it might have, a Hispanic person working at the front counter, but we don't know who's opening the safe every night. So it would benefit us to educate ourselves of what's right there in front of us. We are concerned about what's going on nationally. We
Mm-hmm.
are concerned, but we need to learn this what's going on right here immediately where you are right now, and let's try to get that fixed. No black business owner, no business owner wants to see their what they worked so hard for go up in flames. you
Right.
know
Right. Right. Right.
all that everything that they worked for, all the money and blood, sweat, and tears that they put into that, and you destroy it. Other people destroy it. You have to fight tooth and nail with these white people, with the white supremacists, to get the things that you want in life.
Right.
Anything.
Some white supremacists.
Yes, even if you want to work in their society, you have to bend to their rules. Period. So when you go into business for yourself, the same thing pretty much applies. The only thing different is you can create your own rules, but it has to be within their rules for you to be
Right.
able to do anything. So to watch that happen, I mean, I couldn't imagine. I never bought a storefront before, ever. I've never even been a part of nothing like that. But I definitely feel some, remorse for that happening. I mean, the people are angry and upset and they just want justice. And I appreciate the black business owners that understand. They might feel some type of way, but they understand. However, the ones that are upset, I understand that too.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants that. I wouldn't want that. So I pray that this system can find a way, to help them rebuild, that. Now, Target, they good. But for the black owned businesses, let's figure out a way to get them up and going before we worried about these white ones. Because we the ones that deserve we built those white ones. So let us fix us and then y'all can worry about y'all. But let's get this together first.
Facts. Let's take a quick break real quick. Real
Whew.
quick, real quick.
Mhm.
All right.
You are now tuned in to The Scoop.
It's your girl, Latanya Kiefer Love, representing Take of the Herbs, and you are now tuning into The Scoop, where enlightenment and entertainment meets.
It's your girl, Alethea Jackson, out of Jacksonville, Duval, representing Alethea Cares Truly Coaching, LLC. You are now tuning in to The Scoop, where entertainment and enlightenment meet. I see you, Farid.
Yo, it's Reginald DJ checking in straight out of Detroit from Lula B Records. You are now tuned into The Scoop, where enlightenment and entertainment meets. Keep shining that light, FariX. The people need you.
And we're back. And we're back. And we're back. I love that little commercial, girl. And the next one.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, yes. As you were saying.
Okay, yes. So, yes, I really feel for those of us that are, out there with all this work that we put into our business and to see it go up in flames. I definitely feel for you. Let's do our best to pick up the pieces. That's really all that I could say to that. The people are angry, we're hurt, we're wanting justice, we're needing justice, we're requiring and demanding justice. Okay, so I'm so sorry that your hard work had to be collateral damage and all of this, but find it in your heart to forgive those of us that are out there trying to do the right thing by George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery and Sean Reed, everybody that has lost their lives at the hands of white supremacy.
Right. And that list goes on. Sandra Bland,
Yes,
Freddie Gray,
yes.
Ayanna Jones,
Mm, yeah.
who else? What's her name? What's her name? You know what? Let me see. I
Mm,
know I just was looking at the young missus. And this right here kind of touched me too. Kiana Murray. I don't know if you heard about her or not. She
mm.
was shot by the police from outside through her home while she was sitting in the bed with her 2-year-old child and she was pregnant.
Oh my God, that was recent.
Recently,
Mm,
yeah. So it's just,
yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Mike Brown, the,
Trayvon. Hmm.
Trayvon Martin. The list goes on. The list goes
Yeah.
on. And
Yes.
and I feel so bad because they didn't make a big deal out of it. But there was another young sister in Alabama who died, was it, I think 2 days before Sandra Bland, the same exact way that she died in Alabama. They found her
Hmm.
hung. Yes.
What?
Yeah, she was young. She was like 19, I believe.
Mm.
Yep. 2 days
And
before.
we don't do a good job of commemorating our sisters. We focus on Black men, but we don't recognize the hardships of the sisters. The sisters that have died at
Mm-hmm.
the hands of the slave patrol as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like that
Yeah.
needs to definitely be more of a priority because we're all dying out here.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that little girl in Houston that the police had, basically
Yes.
threw her down, manhandled her, and the little Black girl, I believe it was in Watts, somewhere in California. Remember, he picked the girl up and threw her down on the desk.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
And then
manhandling our children.
And then the other little girl in Cali who the police came, remember she was at the pool? Do you remember that
Mhm.
situation when she was at the pool and the white woman was talking about they was causing problems at the pool? So the police came. She was like 14 years old and they manhandled her, threw her all over the ground and everything.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that was
And
remember
she
that
was
little
with some
girl?
little boy.
Yeah, she was with
Yes.
some little boys at the pool.
Mhm.
And they sat there and just roughed her up and just threw her all on the ground. It was just,
Mhm.
she was like 13 or 14 years old.
Sad,
Yeah,
sad.
it's just it's
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Well, the way we
No.
go to bat for Black men, we need to do the same for our Black women because we're suffering at the hands of. They see us as guys. It's Tariq Nasheed said they see us as one big nigga. So once they take down
Mm-hmm.
somebody big, it's symbolic that they're taking us all down. But we are many, and we are plenty. So it's going to take all of us to completely turn this whole thing around.
Mm, it
Mm.
is. It is. It is. It is. But again, we always talk about that. We always say this. But
Mhm.
when is it going to happen? How is
Exactly.
going to happen? It's just, it's just so much that comes into play with that right there alone. Us just coming together,
Yeah.
regardless to our beliefs or our religion,
Hmm. Hmm.
regardless to that, regardless to what set we banging, just come
Right.
together for once. Just come
Right.
together so that we can overpower that system. That
Yes.
system that stepped soil on this land and have been overpowering us since they got here. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Hmm.
Like, so it's just about us all coming together as one,
Yes,
regardless
and
to belief, you know,
absolutely. Hmm.
because I'm just being real. Like, I know some about it Christians. You know what I
Man.
mean? Some about it Christians. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh
But
yeah.
they're
Oh yeah.
but they're Christians. You know what I'm saying? But they still about it. They still with the business. You know what
Oh
I
yeah.
mean? And,
Absolutely.
and I could tell you one off rip that I know, and that's my aunt. Like, that's my aunt. She be about ready to tear somebody's head off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like
Yeah.
they come in all different religions. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Know some
Yes.
about it Muslims. We know some about it Muslims, some about it Nation of Islam followers. We know
Oh
some.
yeah.
Look, man, look.
Oh
We can
yeah.
go on. We can go
On and
on.
on and on and on. We just have to lay those
What about them
ideologies.
Hebrew? What about the Hebrew Israelites? I know some about it
Hey,
Hebrew
I saw
Israelites.
I
You
saw a
know, like,
video. I saw a video of the IUIC out there in New York, and they were
hmm
surrounding like a whole block. I mean, they ready. They are army all by themselves. We have to set those ideologies aside and come together because
hmm
we all fighting the same fight.
we
We
are,
all
we
fighting the same
are.
fight. Yeah.
Regardless of what you call yourself, black, brown,
Oh yeah.
melanated, carbon
Hmm.
melanated, whatever you call yourself, we're all the same people.
Yes.
Now let's
Yes.
get to business. You know what I mean? Let's
Right.
get to
Right.
business. And it doesn't have to be publicized. Every time we go ahead and publicize something, what happens? The police find out about it.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know,
they take us.
stop making everything known. Stop making everything known. I be saying that so much. Stop putting all your business out there. If you're planning
Yes.
on doing something, then do it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Stop talking about it. Stop spreading the word fool all on social media.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah. Stop putting
Stop
all your
it.
stop putting all your
Heck,
guns on display. Everybody don't need to know how you weaponize.
right. Okay. We got a
It-
few comments up here. Let me see. I
Mhm.
just clicked and I seen some comments.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Hey, Candace. Nice and Queen said many questions unanswered. That's a fact.
Yes.
Jones one's agreeing. Peace, Talib. He said peace, Queens.
Peace.
Preach. Much love, Ruby. I see you. Layla or Laylee. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. But hey, she said hey to me. How you doing, sis? How are you doing? So okay. So I just want to make sure I got them in the comments. I wasn't being rude. I see some up there. I see some up there. So yes, so let's talk about the pig himself that put his
Oh
knee to his neck, to
yeah.
George's neck. You know,
Yeah.
let's talk about him. Let's get to it. Like, okay, at first, these officers are now, I believe they're all now charged, correct?
Oh yes. All four. All 4.
They're all
Mm-hmm.
now charged, right? So a lot of our people are celebrating that they're charged. A charge and a conviction is not the same, honey.
Mm-mm.
It's not the same.
Mm-mm. It's not enough.
Okay?
It's
It's
not
not.
enough. Mm-mm.
It's not. And it's not going to be enough. Now, okay, I talk about this. I go back and forth with certain people about this, because there's some people that don't believe in eye for an eye. There's some people that don't believe in that, but I'm someone who does.
Oh yes.
I'm someone who does believe in that, and it was especially when it comes to this type of situation. Okay. You killed one of ours, so you need to go. You need to
Yes.
go. All right.
And I
So being put
propose
to
the
jail
same
for
bloody
man,
way.
yeah. Being put to jail for manslaughter is not enough. It's not enough. Peace, Alethea, peace. Yeah, it's not enough. Being put to jail for a manslaughter is not enough because you slaughtered somebody, so you should be slaughtered.
Oh,
You
yeah.
slaughtered my brother. You need to be slaughtered. You know? And that's
Oh,
how I
yes.
see it. That's how I see it. You know, so all this, you know, a lot of people just celebrating because he's going, he might be convicted of manslaughter. Whoop-de-doo. He's
It
gonna
ain't
be
over.
out and free, and he's still alive, and George Floyd is dead.
Yeah. It ain't over yet. The
Mm-mm.
fight's not over. Mm-mm.
No,
No.
it's not. It's not.
No.
It's not over. And that's just my feelings on that.
Agreed. Agreed. Well,
Ruby
Miss
says this.
Portia.
Hold on. Ruby says they all need to pay life and be tortured.
Agreed. Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
they sure do. They sure do. You know,
Yes.
maybe I was watching the ID channel recently, right? And there was some as usual, a lot of Caucasians be on there and be killing all their people. You know how they do. They just be
Oh,
going ham. You know,
yeah.
they get mad. You touch my mailbox, I'm killing you. You know, so that's how they be. You know, so there was a
Against
woman
each
on
other.
there. Yes, yes, they be going ham. So there was this one lady on there I just seen, right? I was watching, I was into it, like, what? Like this woman's crazy. So she was she was tired of just being tired, you know? So her and her husband decided to open up some type of nursing home. She lied. I don't know how she got away with this. She wasn't even a nurse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she had two clients come into the home. She got tired of taking care of these old white women. So she poisoned their asses. Okay. And she killed them. Right. She killed them. Right. And they loved her. They loved this woman. They trusted her, you know, just how our people be. They trust them and we get
Yes.
effed over. So they
Yes.
trusted her and she killed them. And you know what they did to her? This happened in England. They hung
Mm-hmm.
her. That's
In
what the justice
England?
system did. They hung her. Yes. They hung her ass. And I was like, dang, they hung her.
Mm.
That's serious. She felt
Yeah.
every inch of that death. Every inch of it.
Yes.
And she died
Yes.
slow.
Mm-hmm.
She died
Mm-hmm.
slow. So they need to do to Derek what they did to that lady in England.
Yes. And it needs to be public.
Mm, like her.
Yeah. It needs to be
Put it,
public.
put it around his neck.
Yeah.
Make him
We
feel
need to
every
put it
inch.
on postcards, and we need to put it on postcards like how they used to do us when we were hanged.
Mm-hmm. Yes. He said, hold on. John Moore says, I agree. An eye for eye. That's right. An eye for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
Hold on. They all need to pay life for okay. Okay, that's nothing. If it's second degree, he could, let me see. He could take a plea, just like my son's killer did. That's not
Mm-hmm.
that's right,
Yeah.
Ruby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's not too her. What else should she say? And it's not too early because their family could still visit and see on That's right.
Mm.
Yep.
Man. Yeah. Something need to happen. Something. And
All them
Miss.
cops need to be yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look
Every
it
last
up.
one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm down with that. That's what Nat
Yep.
Turner did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Nat Turner did. He went out
Revolutionary.
there see. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. I mean, they've been coming after us. They've been
It's a
coming after us.
necessary evil. It is a necessary evil. We got to do what we got to do because they're killing our children.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, Tamir
And
Rice was 12. Trayvon Martin was what, 16? Michael Brown was under 18. And we
he was
just
seven.
talked about three little
How old was
girls.
I think he was 17 for him to be 18 or something like that,
Yes.
or just turned 18 or something. You know, he just
Mm-hmm.
graduated.
Right.
Mm,
Right. So I mean, they're taking our children.
They sure are, with no remorse.
None.
No
None,
remorse.
and no
But they've been doing
punishment.
it. But what I'm saying is they've been doing it since before we were born. Like, they're steady going after us. Steady going after
Yes.
us.
Mm-hmm.
This has been ongoing.
Absolutely. Yeah, they come after us in the womb.
I promise you, we've been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It would have been stopped. We would do exactly what they do to us. It wouldn't be happening right now.
Mm-mm.
You know?
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
But again, a lot of our people are too scared. They're too scared,
Yeah.
you know? And also
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't have the, the artillery and so forth like they have. That's another thing. That's another
Yeah.
thing. But there are some states now that which state is it, matter of fact? I cannot remember. There's a state right now that just allowed people to have guns without a license.
Oh, that's Oklahoma. That's right here in Oklahoma. We have a
Yep.
permitless carry. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm with
Yeah,
it.
but as a black person, it's best to have your paperwork because they'll
Mm-hmm.
figure out a way
No
to
way to screw
penalize
you over.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Family suffers even. And the killers are fine while the victim's family suffer even if years go by. Hurts like every day. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
I
true.
couldn't imagine what Trayvon Martin's parents must be feeling, knowing that his murderer is still out there. I can't imagine what they could be suffering with every day, knowing that he's out there. I know it couldn't be me.
Mm,
It couldn't be me. Because I would be stalking him. I'll figure out where he at. That couldn't have
mm-hmm.
been my son. Couldn't have been my son.
Yeah, but what about who else? Who else? Jordan Davis.
Oh yeah, with the loud music.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. hmm But
Remember?
they got his killers. They didn't give him enough time, but they got
No, they
him.
didn't. No one has got equal pay.
No.
No one has. No one has.
Mm.
Not one. And hold on, if I could suffer it, oh my goodness. I know. Yeah, but none of these killers have gotten, they
Just
haven't gotten equal pay. And the families have not got true justice. And if true justice is being paid out, getting paid a few $1,000,000, they don't know what to say about you, honey. Because that's not
yeah,
justice.
it's not. It's not.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Let us
But
take
make it
another quick break real quick. One more quick
mhm,
break
okay.
because time is winding down.
You are now tuned in to The Scoop.
Coming to you live from Lawton, Oklahoma is Miss Portia from Miss Portia's Inspiration and Information. And you are now listening to The Scoop, where enlightenment meets entertainment.
This is Fire on the Track, straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to FariX, and you're now listening to The Scoop.
Hey, it's Lauren Danielle out of Atlanta, Georgia, representing Soul Divine Wellness and Creations. I love Fari X, and you are now tuning into The Scoop, where enlightenment and entertainment meets. Peace.
Yes. I love the universe. I love the universe. I like looking at stuff with the universe.
Hey, yes. I
Yes.
say.
So
Mm-hmm.
as y'all heard, that Miss Portia's inspiration and information. That's her right there.
Yes,
That is
that's
Miss Portia. You know what? Since we're talking about your information and inspiration, or inspiration and information, I mean, please tell us where they can find that at.
Yes, you can catch my shows on Anchor.fm and also on Spotify at Miss Portia's Inspiration and Information.
Yes, that's my girl. You can definitely go check her out over there. And when I say she be going in on her podcast, she go bananas. She be going bananas. And so definitely go check her out on anchor.fm. You know. Yes, and Rakia, boy, the list goes on. The list goes on. Gosh,
Yes.
the list goes on.
Mhm.
But girl, yes. So we done spoke about Derek Calvin, whatever the heck his name is. What's
We
his
call
name?
him Milky.
I call
His
him
name
Pinky.
is Kinky.
Pinky.
Pinky. Yeah, he's weird.
Mhm.
He's a weirdo.
Pinky. Milky, Pinky.
Yeah.
How about Pink Milk?
Pinky. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weirdo. Yeah.
Yes, man. Like, yeah, you sure was calling him that. I was cracking up on your show. Like, this girl. You was like, what's his name? What you call the Asian guy? What you call him? What you
Stir
call
fry.
him? Stir fry.
We don't get enough respect on Miss Portia's inspiration and information.
She
No respect.
called the Asian cop stir fry.
Yes. Yes.
I called him wonton. Wonton. She called him
I
stir fry.
saw a post that said rice man.
The rice man. It's messed up, man.
We on his ass.
But we can't give him no respect. They ain't get no respect from us. None.
No.
They give us no respect. Why do we need to give them respect? Wonton soup. You know?
Right.
Why we need to give them respect? You know? Why?
None.
Why Porky? Why Porky the pig? Like, why we got to give them some daggone respect? You know what I mean? They don't care about us. Shit, they don't care about us. You had me cracking up for that show.
Yes. I can't.
But yeah.
I can't. Yeah. And the other two troglodytes, I don't know their names. But they
We'll
going
just
down.
we'll just call them troglodyte 1 and 2.
There we
call
go.
them Doink and Dink. Doink and Dink. Remember
There we
Doink
go.
and Dink? Yeah, Doink and Dink.
Ring Weirdos. Like, how do you sit there and just watch that man's life be taken?
They don't give a damn. They don't care about us.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all
Like
good.
Michael said, they don't really care about us.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And everything else he said after that, all that, because he was talking about them.
Yes.
For real. Yeah. He was.
Yes, he did. Oh yeah. It's over for him.
Yeah, baby. Yes. Do we have any questions? Drop your questions in the comment section, and let's get to answering what y'all got to say. Because I'm looking right now. Yes, this thread is lit right now. Let me see. I want to know what questions does Nice and Queens have that has been unanswered? She probably got the same questions that we got. You know?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
She probably has the same exact questions that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby, if you there right now, what's going on right now with your son's murderer? You know, please let us know, because you've been going to court for years with this. So, fill us in on his murder and what they trying to do, or what have they done. Let me see. Hold on. What else we got going on here? Question. All right. Question. If it was one of our people, this was something was supposed to ask you. If it was one of our people, oh wait, he took a plea for 27 years. Oh. So he's only going to be in jail for 27 years. He'll probably be out before then, though.
Yeah.
He'll probably be out before then, though. He'll probably be out.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Pookie Moon said this about my video. Your karma video really was amazing. Thank you, Pookie Moon. You know what? I've seen you on my comments before. I'm not really sure who exactly you are. Thank you, Pookie. I don't know if you're a friend on my Facebook page. I'm not sure exactly who you are, but I do appreciate you from going back and forth between my YouTube accounts. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching my videos and so forth. That's hella love for real. Thank you so much. Karma is real. Karma
Yes.
is real.
Yes. I learned a
And
lot from that video too.
the karma one on the Scoop of FariX, or the karma one on the FariX?
I watched the clip on YouTube about
The one
being
with me
vindictive.
talking?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that was
Mhm.
on this one. Yes.
Okay,
Thank you,
yeah.
Pookie. Thank you, Pookie, and thank you, Miss Portia. Yes. I had to say some things that yesterday. That was some stuff that was on my mind.
Yeah.
On my mind, girl. I be having my moments. I think I'm gonna have my moment every Saturday morning. How about that,
There
y'all?
we go. There we go. Yes. Oh
I
yeah.
have you know what? Give me in my moment.
What's that?
ID channel. ID channel. Girl, I be watching the ID channel and I be feeling some kind of way. Like, you
Yeah, I
know
can't
what?
watch that. I can't, like, I used to watch it all day, every day, because it's interesting. But I got to a
Mm-hmm.
point where I just started to feel kind of, in my feelings all the time after watching it. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
I need to
it
watch
making me
my
feel some kind of way. But it helps me when it comes to me writing. When I write my books, girl, I watch some
it's a
ID
white
channel. Like,
noise.
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I know how to kill somebody really good. Let me write this in my book. Like, and I put it in my books.
I need that book then. I need that book.
Yeah, girl, I be writing my books. I be like, let me watch some ID channel so I can have the perfect murder in my book. Like
Absolutely.
the perfect murder. But I'm not gonna get caught like the white folks be doing. I'm gonna write exactly how to do it the right way without getting caught.
Right. We'll never find out. We will never find out.
Girl. And a lifetime movies. Do you watch those?
I used to growing up, but I don't know. Like once I went to college and all of that, like I barely have access to TV. So I haven't watched a lot of TV in years.
Girl, them
So
lifetime movies is just as crazy as daggone ID channel. And they be real
yes,
stories. I'm like, what's wrong with these people? What
too
is wrong
much.
with these people?
They're doing too much. I don't know. Like what would make you want to take someone's life?
Yeah.
Like what would make you want to even, like, how does that enter your mind? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Now I understand like a justifiable slang, like you're trying to defend yourself and your interests. I get that. But what would make you want to get rid of somebody close to you? Because usually a lot of those shows are about people that kill their husbands or
It's
kids or
mental. It's mental. It's a chemical imbalance. There's something wrong with them. With
oh
anyone that does that. Anyone, the white folks, the black folks, the Hispanics,
yeah.
anyone that can kill someone that they at one point in time really loved, or someone that
Mhm.
they gave birth to, or someone that gave birth to them, there's something wrong in the brain, mentally.
Wow.
Mentally.
Wow.
You know? I don't care
Mhm.
what race they are. If you can sit there and kill your child, kill your mother, kill your daddy, kill your sister, kill your whoever, there's something wrong with you.
Right. Right.
For no reason. I'm talking about killing for no reason, like you said.
Hmm. Yeah. That's
Like just
ridiculous.
for no
Like,
reason. Mad.
yeah, for no
They're
reason.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be crazy. Like, no
So
matter how upset I would get with, some of my family members, it never, like, I would watch those shows with the little girls that would kill their moms or kill their dads, because they couldn't go out with a certain guy or because, they
girl,
couldn't go out that night or they don't want them to hang around certain friends. Like, you got to kill them for that?
let me tell you, when I was 16 years old, I was locked up with a girl. I'm about to
Hmm.
tell you, I always forget this heifer name. Um, I was locked I was locked up with this white girl, and she had killed her mama and her daddy. She killed her daddy a couple years before, and she got away with it. And then she killed her mama, right? Because they were against her dating this black boy, right? That
Mm.
she was dating. She was a little fast little girl on top of that. And
Mm.
so in any case, she beat her mom in the head with a sledgehammer in the basement, right? Called the boyfriend up. Boyfriend can't pick her up. He didn't know. Dude didn't know that the
Mm.
white girl just killed her mama, right? She
Mhm.
got in the car with a bloody shirt on and told the boy that she cut her finger or something like that. It was something like her hand or her finger. So he
Mhm.
drove her to Rhode Island, to the Rhode Island police department, and
Mhm.
turned her in. Like he knew that she did something wrong. We sitting up in, mind you, we're not supposed to be watching the news. We locked up. We're not supposed to watch the, we're not supposed to know what's happening or anything like that. Because back
Right.
when I was a teen and I was
Mhm.
locked up in juvenile facilities and stuff, we was turning up. You know what I mean? When we used to see stuff. So we weren't allowed to look at the newspaper or watch the news. But this one chick that worked there let us, watch videos and look at the news. We see the white girl, that did this, and it was like that she was on her way being transported to a certain facility that
Mhm.
we was at. We was like, she coming here. What? Girl, when I tell you, when that white girl walked up in there, I'm talking about, it just went down up in that little DY.
Wow.
Yep,
Y'all
we
beat
tore
her
her
up?
ass up. We tore her ass up. We tore her up. Her mama, let me tell you, her
Y'all
mama,
beat her up?
we beat her ass. Let me tell you, her mama, we're not the only ones to beat her ass because they had to transfer her out of there and then she got beat up the next place she was at. But her mama was the,
She just had it all bad.
yeah, why she kill her mama? Who do that? So in any case, we up in there without mothers. We had no mamas. We had none of
Right.
that.
Yeah.
And this chick gonna sit there and kill her mama when we sitting up there with no mama? Like,
Mm.
come on now. Yeah, she got her ass whooped. But check this out though. Her mama, come to find out, this happened in Massachusetts. Okay, this because I was living in Massachusetts at the time. Her
Right.
mother was the psychiatrist at Framingham Women's Prison. She was
What?
these the women prisoners psychiatrist. So she not only took, someone's sister and daughter and everything like that away, but she done
Mhm.
took the only life that these women prisoners had away.
Mm.
Who
Mm.
they was, who they was going to for help and so forth. You know what I mean? So
She
they had to
wasn't thinking.
transfer. Hell no, because she ended up having to go to Framingham State Prison. She had to go where her mom was working at. When them bras up
What?
and they was waiting for her, they were waiting for her. But check
Mm.
this out though. Check this out though. I be telling people this story a lot, and I always be forgetting this girl name, so I always have to Google and try to figure out her name and everything. But I just
Mm.
recently found out because she did that as a young girl. She didn't get the type
Mhm.
of time she should have got. So she got out like at 22 years old or 23 or something, 20, young 20s. In between
Mhm.
22 and 24, she got out, of prison. But of course she didn't get out, in one piece and got bones broke, nose
Mm.
got broken and everything. I'm like,
Y'all gave that girl a hard time.
look, I'm trying to tell you, how dare you kill your mama? How dare
Right.
you kill your mama? The woman who gave birth to you.
Yeah,
There's something definitely wrong with people who kill their loved ones
definitely.
for no
Definitely.
damn reason. So we got a question up here. Do you have any resources to hear about our news aside from CNN, MSNBC, Fox, etc.? Do you have
Oh,
any
that's my
resources?
friend. Hey, Nish.
Hey, Nish. Hey. So I in particular don't have no, inside scoop resources just for us. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Mhm.
Because everything that we got going on is monitored by the white man. So
Right.
I don't, yeah, I don't have anything. There's one thing, it's so old, it's so people don't even know about it, right? Like a lot of people forgot about it, they kind of canceled it out. But
Mhm.
the website, the social media site Black Planet, okay? Black
Yeah.
Planet still does black news,
Mhm.
you know?
And the final call, the
Yeah, the
Nation
final
of
call,
Islam.
the Nation of Islam,
Final call.
yes.
I get a
Mhm,
lot of news from the new black media, like Vicky Dillard, the Black Authority, Professor Black
mhm.
Truth, and Tariq Nasheed. And
But everything, all this stuff is like monitored. You know what I'm
Commentary.
saying?
Yeah, it's monitored, yeah. But
Yes,
I
all
mean,
that's
it's
monitored.
alternative.
Yeah. But those alternatives that you can't go to. Yeah, that's true. And then you do have Sonetta. You got Sonetta,
Oh
Sonetta
yes.
TV, Black News 101 or 102. I mean,
Yeah.
so you do have that. There are places you can go to if you're trying to find out X, Y, and Z. But because we're not, the mainstream media, we're not going to know everything like off rip and fast and and all that stuff like that.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
It takes
and
time and
it
research.
takes time. It takes
Hmm.
time, and you can come here too. Come to the scoop because if I find out about it, we're going to talk about it. You feel what I'm
Yes.
saying? We're going to talk
Yes.
about it. So we're going to talk about it definitely. Any other questions? Okay. Any other questions? Niche. Any other questions? I thank you all for tuning in, though. I really, really, really do. I really do. I enjoyed this build right here with you, Maya Shakur, aka Miss Portia.
Yes, it's been my pleasure once again, Sister
Yes,
Fari.
yes. You know what? I'm gonna tell you off the show. I'm gonna tell you off the show. I don't even want to tell you on the show. I ain't want to tell you on the show. People gonna be thinking I'm hating you. So, so yes, it was great. Oh, let me see. We got another comment. What we got going on? Have you seen the one from the House Representative about the Newports and e-cig ban? They started with Afro-American diet. No, no. What is she talking about? Newports and cigarette bans that started with Afro-Americans diet. No, I'm not sure really what you're talking about, but I'm gonna look into it. You gonna look into it?
Yeah.
I don't know really what she's talking about, but a House Representative with a
So
Newports and
there's the
cigarette ban.
Newport.
Where's the ban at? What are you talking about? Newports and e-cigarette bans. I don't know. We're gonna have to check that out. And what's happening with
Okay.
that? Is there something going on? Is there something going on like bad? Let us know. Let us know. Send it to my inbox, please. If you have the link, please send it to me so I can check it out. Yeah. So again, thank you all for tuning in. She will definitely be back again. Miss Portia will be back again, aka Mayat Shakur. I love Mayat Shakur. Okay.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna
Thank you.
always call you that.
Yes, that's my conscious name. That's my conscious name.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, yes, yes. And hold on, we got another comment. I hate going off air and people are still commenting because then they think I ignored them.
Right.
They banned Newports and cigarettes. Where? Where did they ban it at? Are you searching it?
I'm looking for it right now.
Where did they ban Newports and Newports at? Shoot.
It says Washington cigarette. Oh, that was 2000. Okay, so the House passed a bill back in February targeting menthol tobacco products. I see that. And this is from the Wall Street Journal.
And what is African? What is Black people got to do with that? What's going on? It's banned in Massachusetts. Now they're doing it in California. They banned cigarettes in Massachusetts. What? Wait. They banned cigarettes in Massachusetts. I heard something about that supposed to be happening when they was going to ban cigarettes and so forth, and people was going to have to buy cigarettes by the bulk and probably go out to New Hampshire and so forth to get cigarettes.
What?
Yeah, I heard about that. They was talking about that like before 2020 that they was going to put some ban about no menthol cigarettes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
she said,
something
yeah.
like that
Yeah, she
from
said, yes.
November.
Yeah, I read about it. I read about it back right before 2020 hit. that they was gonna ban cigarettes in Massachusetts and in California. I did see something like that, like menthol cigarettes, and people had no choice but to smoke like the non-menthol or something like that, or something, some mess like that. And they were gonna have to go to another state to buy it. And I had told, I was saying, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get a couple boxes of them daggone cigarettes, and I'm gonna sell them to them white folks for like,
Man,
I'm gonna sell them the boxes for like $25 a box.
they'll buy it. They'll buy it.
You looking for a port? You want a port?
Right. Don't they sell like single cigarettes for like 50 cents?
No, that was back in the day. That's back in the day. I think they're selling them for $1. I think they're selling for $1 now. But I already said I was gonna sell a single one for $3. Mm-hmm.
Yes, $3.
I already said
yes,
$3 for a single and $25 for a pack. And if you want a whole cart, you better come up with $40, $45 for a whole cart. Let's go.
Get them, hit them pockets.
Let's go. $45 for a whole box.
Right. Give me my money.
Yep. And if you look like he said it's because of she said, but read why they passed the bill. They said it's because of African Americans. Well, I don't give a damn because I don't want our people smoking cigarettes no how. So I don't care.
That's what I was saying. Like, that's not so bad,
Yeah, I don't care. Shoot. I don't care. I don't care what they said. I don't want our people smoking cigarettes anyway.
Right.
So ban it.
Right.
Keep it banned. Keep it banned. And if they come to me trying to buy one of my good old packs of cigarettes, I'm gonna say I ain't got none.
We all out.
We all out. No menthol over here, baby.
Yes.
Oh God, too much. Like I said, this is where entertainment and enlightenment meets, okay?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
So she done gave us some enlightenment and we just made it entertaining. Okay?
Sure did with these cigarettes.
Yeah, with these cigarettes. I just know one thing. Our people better not try to turn up and start fighting and looting over no damn cigarettes, okay?
That's ridiculous. Come on. We need a list of demands.
Oh, wait. Before we end this show, what do you think about the looting?
I like it. I mean, I'm not saying I like it, but I feel like they done stole so much from this country. The white people done stole so much from us. Yeah.
They're looting from the white stores, though. It's the white stores that they're looting from.
Right. In Atlanta, they were stealing out of the Lenox Mall. And that mall has profited a lot. Yeah, they went off in Gucci and all those stores in the Lenox Mall. So I'm just gonna play. I was like, get them.
You know what I was telling? I was saying, I was like, you know what? I swear, I ain't gonna front. If I was the old me, the one that people call true, if I was true, that mall would have been hit. I would have hit up that mall. I would have hit up that mall. I would have hit up that mall, baby. I would have been up in all the stores, Ferragamo. I would have been up in Prada. I would have been up in all the stores.
Everything. I would have went in there with a suitcase just to get everything out there.
Rocky said he wish he was there. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm saying if somebody was to come around me with a cart full of or a wheelbarrow full of stuff that they got out of the Lenox Mall, I'm like searching through that stuff. If you got a TV you selling, you got an $8,000 TV you selling for $200 because you got it out the one of them stores, one of their stores, I'm gonna get it up off you. Yeah, I'm gonna get it up off you. I mean, good job, great job, everybody that got that little capital, because they finna have to come up out their pockets to replace all this stuff. So
it's all white on stores. It's all white on stores. You know what I mean? All white on. And you know what? I like me some Fendi. If someone came up to me and said, "Hey, I got the Fendi for the low," what's the low? What's the low? I like me some Fendi. I'm not even playing. I like me some Fendi, but I don't sit there. I won't buy it anymore. You know what I'm saying? I just won't buy it because I spend my money toward things that are actually going to be beneficial to my family now. You know what I mean? And my favorite clothing line was Fendi. You know what I mean? I love me some Fendi.
Mm-hmm. I've never
I
been
ain't gonna,
big on name brands. I mean, growing up, we
girl,
used to wear Tommy Hilfiger, but I'm
yeah.
from the South, so we don't really have like Gucci stores like that in Arkansas. I don't
Well,
I don't know any Gucci stores in Arkansas,
girl,
but
let me
so
tell
we
you.
didn't have stuff like that coming up.
Girl, let me tell you. Well, coming up where I came up north,
Mhm.
before I moved down south, we were all
Right.
about the fashion, baby. So you feel what I'm saying? So like I love. I used to love me some. I ain't even gonna front, but see, I don't like I said, I don't buy it no more. I ain't bought none of that stuff in years, like years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I won't. I'm not going to. I'm not.
Exactly.
If
It's
shoot,
unnecessary.
yeah, I'm not going to. Like, but
Yeah.
shoot, if someone came up to me with a $20 Fendi bag, I'm getting
Oh,
it.
I'm getting it. Hmm.
I'm getting it.
Oh yeah.
$20, here you go. I'm getting it
Yeah. Hmm.
real fast.
Spending gonna sell that in their store?
Some
No.
Chanel, some Coke, yes, some Chanel, some Chanel, yeah, some Coco Chanel, yes,
Oh, I love that.
yeah.
That
Mhm,
perfume.
mhm,
Yes.
mhm. Yes,
Mhm.
that's what I'm asking. What is the example? Oh, we got another question. Hold on, Pookie Moon. Hold on, Pookie Moon. But yes, I will tell you one thing, you all. I am a certified aromatherapist, right? I've been big into plants and oils and herbs and all that since I was a young little girl. Um,
Mm,
so I create, scents. I'm into scents and perfumes and aromas and so forth. And I
mm,
learned that Chanel gets that company, they get their flowers from France. And France has
mm,
the most potent flowers. And that's why her perfume lasts so long. She got that
mhm.
that good flower. Okay? People getting addicted to the crack. I'm addicted to the flowers. You know?
Yeah.
Give me the oils from
Mhm.
the flowers.
Yes. Maybe that's something
Yes.
we need to tap into.
Yes.
We need
Hold on, let me
to tap
see.
into.
I've been doing it. I've been doing it. I've been looking
Mhm.
for different places, that have affordable bottles and so forth like that because I love me some scents and oils.
Yes.
Okay, so real quick, we're gonna get to these questions. Girl, we've been on for 1 hour and 17 minutes and we ain't done. Hold on. So that's a good thing. Smoking cigarettes is one of many things killing our people. Facts. That's why I said I don't care. I don't even care. Like they don't need to shoot. All right. Um, I just believe there's just so much we can talk about, like kids repairing the black woman and man, but it's all about sex and every like men do. Wait, it's all about which is all about sex and every like men do and showing skin. Oh yeah, she's so right about that.
We were talking about that,
We was
off
talking about that.
off the
We just
record. Yeah.
we just spoke about that off the record, and she says it right here.
Yeah. Yeah. They
Yeah,
are we are hypersexualized.
we
Yeah.
was just talking about that in Pokemon. We just didn't speak about it on live, but we was just talking about that.
Right.
It's
Mhm.
just a mess. It's a mess, and everything is over sexualized, over
Yes.
sexual. Like
Sex
we shouldn't,
sells.
girl. Mm.
Sex.
But we
Mhm.
do have a lot of repairing to do. A lot of repairing, but again, that goes back to following the evil leader. I'm not even gonna say the good leader, the positive leader, the evil leader. It's following the evil leader, which is the media. Okay,
Yes.
the media is the
Yeah.
leader. The
Mhm.
media is the one who sets the trend. Okay, because we wouldn't know about it if it wasn't for the media. All right.
Mhm.
Oh, I wish I was there. Who? Okay. I guess what I'm asking is, what is the example? What is an example of sisterhood? Is that what you're saying, Pokemon? What's an example of sisterhood? I guess what I'm asking, what is the example? Are you, what is the
Mm.
example? Or are you asking for an example? Because what we're doing right now is sisterhood.
Exactly. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
this is
But it's
sisterhood.
important to have a good circle of friends. I have a very, very good network of female friends. not only here where I live now in Oklahoma, but back in Arkansas. When I was going through some of my hardest times, my sisters were there for me. Sisters from other mothers, and now I'm in the realm of the internet and just happened to run into Sister FariX. So, I love being on her platform. And one day we're going to have her on my platform. But this right here, this connection right here, this is, it's organic with us.
It definitely is.
With us. So we beat each other up, and that right there, like you were saying, Sister Fari, this is sisterhood. What we got going on, this is sisterhood.
Yep, speaking about resolutions and how we can make things better and talking about, just building, period. Building. And then let me see. Hold on. Have you seen the new challenges? What are we saying? New challenges that teens are doing now, putting these to next. Whoa. No, I didn't. No. She said, have you seen the new challenges that teens are doing now, putting knees to necks?
Yeah, it's white teens that's doing that.
Okay.
It's white
Knees
teens.
to who next? Knees to who next? Their own people next?
To their friends. Yeah, to some of their friends. You know how what was that one challenge?
Girl.
Like the planking challenge, you remember that? Yeah, it's like that.
A little bit, I speak about the issues so how and the type of feeling. You speak about the issues. You know what? For some reason, she said, if I go up a little bit, I speak about the issues. So how can I build a sisterhood on that type of setting? No, I can't. For some reason, I cannot see. Let me see. Let's talk about kids. I'm not sure where the comment is, Pookie Moon. Okay, I do see the one. I see this comment here. That's what we just spoke about.
Yeah.
We just spoke about that. Well, I guess what I'm asking was sisterhood. I'm a strong spoken person. How can I talk to my sisters in the community or just speak without sounding judgmental about women doing what men do sexual to? Yes. All right.
Tone of voice is everything. Like when your
I'm a
tone of
strong
voice.
person. Yeah, I'm a strong person. How can I talk to my sisters in the community or just speak with them without sounding judgmental about women doing what men do? Sexual to women, different women. Sexual to women. Okay, I don't really understand that last part, but you know what, Pookie? I'm gonna say this, right? Because she said the way, like your tone. But I'm gonna tell you this: it doesn't really matter how you speak because nowadays people are just oversensitive. Oversensitive. You know, they're just oversensitive, and it's hard to actually correct our own people without them feeling like you're attacking them.
Yes.
You know, it's very hard, and we shouldn't feel scared to say something to our own people. We shouldn't feel like, okay, you know what, let me not just say nothing, because if you don't say nothing, they're going to keep making errors, and they're going to keep making themselves look foolish. It's not judgmental. It's just you seeing something that's not right, and you're letting them know, you know what, sister, this is not right. I don't know if your friends have told you this. I don't know if your mom's around told you this. I don't know if anyone that loves you have told you that your actions are not right.
Yeah.
They're not right. You're not setting a very good example. And yeah, she might feel offended. She might feel offended. But best believe, Pookie, she's gonna think about what you said. After it's all said and done, she's gonna think about what you said. And nope, she might not change that day. She might not change tomorrow, but she'll end up changing slowly because she's gonna think about what Pookie said.
Yeah.
And it's gonna sit with her. It's gonna sit with her. And she might just consult other people, like, you know what this girl said to me? She said that I be acting like a whore. She said that, let me see, judgment about women doing what men do. She's saying that because she said doing what men do. She's saying that I sleep with too many men. She's saying that I shouldn't be talking about getting my pom pom ate. She's saying this or she's saying that. She's gonna go to someone and say, Pookie said this, you know? But then that person might be like, might give you the
She
look like, yep, she might give her a look like, yeah, Pookie right. Pookie
mm-hmm.
right. Girl, Pookie right. I just didn't want to say it to you, girl, because I didn't want you to get mad at me. But Pookie right,
It just take
you
one
doing too
person
much.
to plant that seed.
Yes.
It just take one person to plant that seed. And that
Mm-hmm.
medicine is bitter. When I first started listening to the Black Authority, some of the
Mm-hmm.
stuff that he would say about women at that time, before I had grown to know that some of the stuff I was doing was unsavory, it was
Mm-hmm.
bitter and it was hard to hear. It was hard to hear that at the time I was being undisciplined. But I've grown to respect that because it is hard to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I respect those who have critiqued me on some of the things that I have done or said anytime in my past that was not right. So, I respect anybody that has some sort of criticism about me not living my life the best way possible. So
Right. If you
sometimes
see
it
something
just takes
wrong,
one person. Yes, it just takes one person to say one thing and you go tell somebody else and they'll validate that. And you're not responsible for anyone's feelings or perspective. It's up to them whether they want to accept it or not. But as long as you said it and you said it from your heart, with good intentions, then you've done your job. I mean, how they want to perceive that, how they want to think about that, that's completely up to them. But as
right.
long as you said it, then it is what it is. It needed to be said.
Mm-hmm. So let me see. I just checked my messages from Ruby. She sent me the information about this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on. Let me see. Okay, real quick. Talk about the challenge. And then we got this right here. They are mocking George Floyd's death. That's exactly what they're doing. Um,
Absolutely.
and it's saying that it's leading to arrests and investigations.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
should.
See, and they're a product of their parents. They're a product of their
Mhm.
parents. Because
Absolutely.
if their parents were instilling like some type of hate into them, then they wouldn't be trying to mock stuff like that. Yeah, but they
Mm-hmm.
say it's double standard, and my mindset is hurting our people, and they only agree if you agree. That's what this girl. This is what Pookie said. They say it's double standard, and that mindset is hurting. Your mindset is hurting our people. What exactly is your mindset? Tell us what is your mindset. Where do you stand at? Let us know this, and we can talk a little further on that. It is heartbreaking and disgusting. It is. It is. White supremacy. Yeah.
That's it right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling that they are able to hurt people based on their
Mm-hmm.
color,
Yeah.
that they are entitled to hurt us because based on their color as opposed to ours. And we
Right.
got a problem with that, Black people. That's what we have to stop. We have to end that. That day is
You
over.
sure do. Yeah. Right. Let me see. There's a. You know what? It's so hard to talk about. For me, it's a little hard. It's a little touchy for me to talk about
Mhm.
when it comes to the Hispanics and the carbon melanated people, our people, and the stuff that has been recently going on between them. You heard about
Yeah.
it? You heard
Yeah.
about
I
it?
feel like they got coons in their society just like we do.
Look, check this out though. Check this out though. All Hispanics, they're not for us though. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
They're not for us.
Absolutely.
That's the thing.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They're not. That's the thing. And my sis right here, she's Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I feel like, I'm right now. I'm kind of torn. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what happened to her son, and then recently this young woman in Colorado, this Hispanic woman. I
Mhm.
don't know. I don't know what she is. I don't know where she's from. I don't know if she's Puerto Rican, Mexican. I don't know. I don't think she's Puerto Rican because I kind of tell she got something else. She got something else going on with her head shape. I don't know. But she, seriously, her brother. I spoke about him like about a few weeks ago. Her brother was like murdered. I'm talking about just oh my God, it was something vicious, okay, by the
Mm.
sheriff in Colorado. Shot him up, I think over 13 times. The man had no gun, he was unarmed, he was running with his hands up, and shot him up in front of this old lady house. The bullets went flying through her window, everything, right? Killed him.
Wow.
Killed him.
Wow.
Because he supposedly stole a car, right?
Come come on.
Yeah. And
Did
she,
it did it
and I
have to go that far?
Girl, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. The girl came, and she right now she's doing her protesting. They got a lot of stuff going on out there right now. She's protesting hard and they doing their thing out there in Colorado. And
Yeah.
eventually I'm gonna have her on the platform. You know what I mean? But see
Okay.
the thing is, the thing is, I don't know. I'm just that was on the grocery store. I don't know what she's talking about. We can't be surprised by the devil's savage nature. We can be surprised anymore at the savage behavior. They are descendants of the. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So that's the thing. Now, this is what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to figure out the right words to say about this,
Okay.
right? About
Mhm.
these white Hispanics. That's what I want to call them. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Mhm.
white Hispanics. These white damn Hispanics. Okay. They
Mhm.
they're out here. They've been out here
Mhm. Oh
hating us.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Hating us. But see, they for some reason, I don't know why they think that the white man loves them.
Hmm.
The white man don't like them either. But they
Mm-mm.
think that they're white though. Well, they kind of are white. They are. You know what I mean? They're
They wanna
Spaniards.
be white.
They're Spaniards. They're
Yeah.
Spaniards. Spaniards are
Spaniard.
white people. Yeah, they Spaniards. And they look just like them the Neanderthals. You know what I
They
mean?
do. They do.
They look
They
just like the Neanderthals. But see, the thing,
mhm.
God, it's just I don't I'm trying to I don't know. Girl, I'm just thinking like because they've been going after our people in Chicago. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've
Mhm.
been going after our people like some damn fools. Like they won't get their ass towed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they
And they
they've been
have
going after
been.
yes. They've been
Mhm.
going and I seen that, but see, it's been going on for so long. Like even
Mhm.
in Cali with the
Yeah.
Mexicans and the like it's just like, come on. You see what I'm saying? Come on. Like, let me see. They don't love me. Who don't love you, Ruby? You talking about them white looking Hispanic people, them white Puerto Ricans don't love you? Is that what you talking about? Cause you know they don't like your ass, girl. They don't like
Yeah.
you. They don't. They don't
I feel
like you.
like they wanna be white so bad that they have to go above and beyond to do stuff, ignorant stuff to black people so that they'll look more white in the eyes of white supremacy. And I mean, they're showing
Ah,
you that they don't care about you. They done took all your kids,
she
put
said
them in that place.
right. Pookie said the Cardi B, the app white. Yep, you're right. The white created the word mother, the word mf'er.
Yes.
And why should
Hmm.
we keep this Greek mess going? You know what, Pookie? We're going to continue to keep the Greek mess going because we don't have our own language. We speak the white man's language. We're
Hmm.
talking the white man's language right now.
Hmm. Hmm.
Right now. You're typing the white man's language right now. We've been stripped from our original language, whatever that was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so as we speak, we are speaking the white man's language. We might put our own little slang to it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or whatever you call it, but this is still the white man's language, no matter if it's a cuss word or
Mm-hmm.
not.
We don't know nothing else. We know nothing else.
No matter if it's Greek, English, it's still all the white man's language. Simple as that. As
Yeah.
simple as that. So
Mm-hmm.
until we can come up with our own quote unquote language, then we're going to continue to speak the white man's language.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Let me see. But she right, girl. She right. We that's all we talk is the white man language.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all we talk, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what we're taught in schools.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Their
We're
language,
taught.
their culture.
We're taught Latin. We're taught Latin in English, in
Yeah.
Greek, in school. Combination.
Mm-hmm. French and
You know what I
Spanish.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
White languages. Yeah. We don't know anything different. It's a
Mm-mm.
process.
Unless we learn it, unless we go and study it and figure it out. And if you're able to figure out where exactly you came from and so forth and so forth, then you have to learn that language at whatever age you are. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Absolutely.
that's just what it is. Um, the Cardi B us and 6ix9ine us out here. I don't know what you mean by that, sis. The Cardi
Mm.
B, what is she? The Cardi B us and 6ix9ine us out here. I don't know what you mean, but what she
Like
mean?
the people that act like them or that move like them.
Move like Cardi
She
B?
is she saying that they don't like black people? Because Cardi B has said some questionable things about black people, about dark skinned people.
She's been saying it, girl.
Yeah, and we still give her all the praise and glory. I mean, for what? I mean, she
The
don't.
Cardi
I mean,
B
she's not a real
us out
rapper.
here. The Cardi B us and 6ix9ine us out here. The Cardi B us and 6ix9ine us out here. Trying to figure out exactly what she mean by that. Yeah, because Cardi B, yeah. I don't think she's talking about that though, but yeah, Cardi B been saying some stuff about us. Like
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
she been,
Six
it's
nine got a
just
lot of us. 6ix9ine got a lot of us put behind bars.
6ix9ine
Mm-hmm.
with his snitching, his
Yeah, he
snitching.
got a lot of us behind bars, and then he gets to walk free.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Yep, that's what happens when you snitch. You know,
mhm.
when you snitching, you got money too. Let's put that out
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
When you snitch and you have money.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can't hide your race. Yo, it's in your blood. They could change, but they would still be the same. Yeah, buddy. They can change, but it still be the same. You
That's
heard what she
right.
said.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm
That's right.
loving this thread right now and this whole build. It's so true. Like man. Pookie Moon, you going in too though, girl. I need to know who you are. For real. I need to know who you are. Cardi B had the black woman locked up, and oh yeah, Cardi B had the black woman locked up, and 6ix9ine had and yeah, that's she saying. Cardi B, 6ix9ine locked up. Yeah, 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 yeah. True, true,
Mhm.
true, true.
Yeah.
Cardi B. I mean, it ain't nothing new. I mean, what I say is not like you ain't heard it before. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Cardi B ain't no good for us, no how. You know what I mean? Ain't
Mm-mm.
none of them, ain't none of them actually good for us. None of these mainstream artists, that new age artists, I should say, ain't none of them no good for us or
Mm-mm.
our children, for that matter. You
No.
know, or our
Yeah.
children, because our children are following these damn fools, like
Ex-
fools,
Exactly.
and they
They're put
sitting
out
there,
there to distract us.
poison our children's minds. Have our
Yes.
children running around talking about their damn bloods and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you know, and some of our children are running around wanting to color their hair. The boys want to color their hair rainbow colors. You know, they're just doing a
Mhm.
lot of funny stuff. You know what I mean? Because of these artists and so forth. But that's, we'll get on that another subject, another
Yeah.
topic, another time. So yes. Oh, wait. They pay everyone for their own good and hurt. Oh gosh, you guys gonna keep. I gotta go. I can't keep reading these comments because I'm gonna keep feeding into them. Look, I'm gonna keep feeding into these comments. Like, but yes, you know what I'm saying. Like, because the comments are
Yeah,
good. Comments are good.
absolutely. It's been an
You know,
excellent discussion.
yes, it has been. It has been. So, just to sum it all up, we done spoke about coronavirus,
Yes.
where it went to. We still don't figure out where what happened really with the coronavirus thing. But you know what? I will say this. Okay? They're supposedly opening up everything on Monday, right? Everything's supposed to be open on Monday, phase 2. Okay. Now, for all we know, that coronavirus could still be in these
Sneaking
streets.
around. Mm-hmm.
And they're not saying nothing about it because they want us to be stupid and go out there and get sick at one
Agreed.
time. Because that's what a lot of our people finna do. They're gonna run right into the stores.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna run right into the malls. You know what I mean? That are
Yep.
open. The ones that are
Mm-hmm.
opening up. They're gonna run right into them joints. You know what I mean? And they're gonna get sick. If the
Mm-hmm.
coronavirus is still out lurking in them streets,
If
they're
it's
gonna get
real.
sick. If it's real. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's definitely real. Like this is not something that they made up. This is definitely real. But the numbers, I don't think are real.
There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I don't think the numbers are real. The
Right.
coronavirus is real, but them
Mm-hmm.
numbers,
Finessing. It's about that money. They have a vested interest in diagnosing people. So.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, they do. They do. They figured out that's a bacteria that's let me see, this cord with the medicine antibody. They figured out, yeah, she said they figured out it's not a virus, that's a bacteria. Look, it was woman made, this virus, okay? It was made by a woman. A woman put this stuff together, Asian woman, all right? So, yeah, she created it. So,
Mm-hmm.
in any case, all I have to say is this, right? All I
Mm-hmm.
have to say is this. The COVID-19 is real. It's been real. It's been on
Mm-hmm.
products, telling you about it on products, like, the cans and all that stuff, Lysol, all that stuff like that. It's definitely real. You get what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
no
Um,
doubt. No doubt.
yeah, it is definitely real. But like I said, the numbers, we don't know about that. We will never know. You get what I'm saying? But I doubt that all those people then got sick from it. You know? I doubt it. But even if they did, it's still under the amount of people who've got sick and died from flu. It's still under it. And they made a big scene about coronavirus. A big
Yep.
scene, a big deal. And more people are dying from the flu. More people are
Yep.
dying. More people are dying from diabetes, girl.
Yeah. Why they ain't shut the school down for that?
Why
Or
they
why?
ain't changing the school's menu because of that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? More
Yes.
people are dying from that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So come on now. Let's really talk about something that's happening. You know what I mean? But yes, the flu, something that people can catch from another person, more people are dying from that than coronavirus. So that's some BS, but it is definitely a scare tactic. But you know what? I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people will get sick and probably, get fatally ill due to it if everyone runs up in the same stores together because they didn't open everything up. You know what I mean? If everybody go run to the beach and try to hop in the beach together because
Mm.
viruses live in cold
Yeah.
water, they can live in cold water. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Them pools and stuff.
Right. So we asking for it
If the pool
anyway.
don't got enough chlorine in it, then it's not killing nothing. You know what I mean? It's just a lot to think about here. It's a lot to think about, but we do know they're not speaking about coronavirus no more.
No, they not. No, they not. So yeah, that begs the question, like, what are y'all doing behind the scenes?
Yeah, what's happening?
Like, what's happening? Talk to us. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but they not finna do that. They not finna. I mean, they shown us time and time again. Like with this whole thing, they wasn't communicating with us in the beginning. Telling us how serious it was, or what exactly it was, or how it's gonna affect the U.S. And we behind. I mean, assuming that this whole thing is legitimate, we're behind. And because we're behind, like everything got shut down. Everybody's lives changed. Most,
Everyone's.
yeah, our lives completely changed. You shut down everything.
Yeah, completely changed. And you know what? I will say one thing about I'm very appreciative though of
Mhm.
this pandemic, because you know what? My babies got to stay home with me.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Got to spend a lot of
abs-
time, more time with my children. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Hmm.
So, I'm not mad at that. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I'm not
I
mad at
had
that at
a great
all.
time. I personally had a great time during quarantine. Every day's been a party for me.
I don't
So
go nowhere, no house, so it didn't bother me.
yeah, I'm a loner. Yeah, I'm naturally a loner. So yeah, it's been fun just chilling at the crib for me.
So Mo Ellis says, I noticed when I walked in different grocery stores, they were counting the number of people with masks on.
Hey Mo girl, that's my homie right there.
Oh, hey
Yes.
Mo. Hey, hey
They
Mo.
were counting people. Was that up in Oklahoma City, or was
Was
that?
that was that in OKC? Where was that happening at?
Because I didn't. I just go in the store. Like when I go to the grocery store, I just want to go in, get what I need, and get them right on back out.
Wow, let's check this out. Why won't I see I'm talking about? Hey, come on with it, Pookie. She see what I'm saying? And she got that old school name too. Pookie.
Right. Hey
Pookie.
Pookie.
Pookie. Yeah.
Pookie.
Why won't our black people speak up? And why are the doctors in healthcare getting fired for telling us what's going on? And it's confusing people now. The death of Floyd is now questionable. Everything's questionable. Okay. But we do know it wasn't no damn COVID-19 that killed him. Okay. It wasn't COVID-19. It was that white man that killed his ass. It wasn't COVID-19, but they want to try to say it was COVID-19 though.
They just don't want us to know the truth, and they don't want us to speak the truth if we do know it. So they'll do whatever they can. They'll go above and beyond to make
And our,
sure that the truth is covered. So
yes, and
that
our
we won't
people are
get.
speaking up. We speaking up right now, girl. You speaking up. People are speaking up.
Right, right.
Our people are speaking up.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's one thing we are definitely doing is speaking up. Everyone is not going to speak up. Everyone's not going to be like we are. You know,
Mm-mm.
it's
Mm-mm.
always been like that. It's always been like that.
It's
But see
fear.
now,
We're afraid because when we
but now
do
we
stand up, we're murdered.
now we're able to though. We got this. We got platforms we can talk on. You know what I mean? We have cell phones we could communicate with people from. With you know what I mean? We can send a text message. We still have pen and paper, girl. We can write. I'm just
Absolutely.
saying. Everything doesn't have to be technology. We can write and mail some stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Facts. We
Absolutely.
can write and mail some stuff. We can get in the car and go meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you got a horse? Let's go ride a horse and meet each other. I'm just saying.
Black
There's a,
people always figure it out. We
we
always
do.
figure it
We
out.
do. We
Yeah.
do. We do.
No
We
matter what
do.
restrictions, no matter what restrictions or what type of obstacles they put in our way, we gonna figure it out. We always do.
So Mo said that was in OKC.
Okay, see,
They was
okay.
counting. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, how about this? Facts. Yep. My next book, Ruby said. Yep, yep, might be my next book, honey. Might be my next book. But because I be taking down notes. So
Right.
how about this? I went to Walmart a few days ago, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
5 days ago. Went to
Mm-hmm.
Walmart. And they were not letting us take the carts unless they completely cleaned them things down. And then they gave us the cart. I went back 2 days later, they weren't cleaning no carts. And there was
Wow.
nothing to clean the carts with.
Mm.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how I am. I'm gonna tell you how I am, right? Before this even happened, I always clean carts. I don't like touching carts. I be seeing people do some nasty stuff to their carts. Like they be digging in their nose and they touch the cart. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
And they touch the cart. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
The kids be all snotty nose and they sitting in that seat and they touch. I don't touch carts when I go to stores. I don't even touch doors. I just
Right.
don't. I'm a very clean woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
if I don't see a wipe or anything, some disinfectant spray, towels to clean the cart, I'm not touching the cart. I'm not
Right.
gonna touch it.
Right. Mhm.
So I went in there and just picked up what I could with my hands, and I
Mhm.
brought it. I brought it to the front, and I went back, got some more, brought it to the front, and the person's like, "Do you need help?" No, I don't. I don't. I really don't. I don't need
Right.
no help.
Right.
I don't need no help. And you know what I do? And then this is what I was doing. And see, then when I get home, certain
Yeah.
things I wipe down, certain things I wash my hands as soon as I get in the house. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? And it dawned on me the other day when I was going. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday when I went into the store. I
Mhm.
told my honey, I was like, you know what? I came up in here and they weren't cleaning these carts. They're not cleaning the carts no more. They're not cleaning them. Like they just,
Mhm.
I think that
Something
they
wrong
just
with
want
that.
people to get sick. I think they want
Yeah.
people to get sick. They want people to get sick.
Mhm. I agree with that. I agree with that.
But they're
Like
not gonna
if
get me. Mm-mm.
yeah, assuming I agree with that. That's what they want to happen, Or
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if regular with doctor's appointments and things like that, they, have little things that they do while you're in there to, deter you from wanting to do the right thing. Like for instance, um, you might ask for that vitamin C IV. And
Mm-hmm.
they'll say, well, I don't think you need that. You just need to take some vitamin C. But, I'm asking for something that I think would be beneficial for my health. Like they don't even want you to make your own decisions. They want to make that decision for you. And it's like we don't have our power in those offices, with these doctors.
Mm-mm.
So they might just, say that you got something. You might go in there just with a runny nose, and next thing you know, you diagnosed with COVID-19. So they
Well,
don't let you.
if you can contact, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but if you can find a naturopathic doctor,
Mhm.
they'll give you the vitamin C
Right, right. Yeah. But I
versus the
think the
conventional
closest one to
doctors.
here, yeah, I think the closest one to where I'm at is probably Dallas. I'm not sure if they have any in the
Oh,
state of Oklahoma. Hmm. Yeah.
mm.
I think you have to be a resident. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I think you have to be a resident before they perform certain things. I'm not really clear. But I would rather make my own decisions regarding my health. But when you go in there, they want to tell you what you need. And it's based off of the health of white people. It's not even based off of the things that we might need for us.
Yeah.
It's based off of the health of them.
It's always been like that.
Hmm.
But
Absolutely.
see, I don't listen to nothing they tell me. And
Yeah.
I don't do anything they tell me either. I never pay attention to I never follow their
Right.
rules. That's why I don't I don't follow their rules. I just don't, and I've been perfectly fine without following their rules.
Right. Right. Right.
Perfectly healthy, you know.
Absolutely.
I don't follow their because you know what? I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. And I
Yeah.
try my best not to go to a hospital unless I absolutely need to go. I
Yeah.
don't want to go in a hospital. Like unless I absolutely need to go, pap smear, things like that,
Mm.
But I absolutely have to be in a hospital.
Right, right. I think more of us will benefit from learning about holistic health and, things like that. Like we are highly misinformed about that and we don't trust it.
What, holistic health? Yeah. Well,
Yes.
she said our ancestors did their own medicine. Maybe we got to do the same. I do the same. I mean, you already know what I do, Ruby. So
Mhm.
I mean, I do the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I do. That's just
Yeah.
what like I won't take medicine. I have my babies natural. I don't I don't do the whole medication jump off. I just don't do it, you
Right,
know?
right.
Unless I
Mhm.
unless I absolutely have to. And I'm gonna tell you something. If I absolutely
Mhm.
need the medicine, and of course I'm gonna take it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not, but if I don't really need it, if I know, you know what, I can get through this, then I'm gonna get
Right,
through it. I'm not gonna take no medicine.
right, right.
The revenge of Black Wall Street is ready to hit the economics of USA. Let's make some real demands. Yes, Pookie. Yes, 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 yes. The
We
revenge.
need to demand these reparations. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Black Rebellion on Miss Portia's Inspiration and Information in the most recent show.
Inspiration and information. Yes.
Yes, the new insurrection, the new revolt is taking place economically because more and
Mm-hmm.
more Black people are starting their own businesses. And since this whole thing popped off in the United States with protests and whatnot, more and more of us are starting to purchase within our own community. But we need to keep that same energy. We need to start circulating our money together, period, for forever. And that's the only way we're gonna maintain our that's how we're gonna get respect when we start to circulate our money amongst each other versus circulating it out of our community. But
Right, right.
we definitely got some work to do.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do.
Mhm.
All right. So yes, I try to avoid hospitals. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, try not to go up in them hospitals unless you actually have to go in there. Don't run to the hospital just because you're coughing or because you got a runny nose. You know, there are definitely natural ways to get rid of that cough and that runny nose, you know, so you don't be diagnosed with coronavirus. Okay. Seriously. Your throat hurt, go drink some lemons, some hot
Yeah.
lemons, you
Mhm.
know, and depending on what you believe or who you follow, you know, I know Sabians don't like honey. They don't put honey in, they don't do honey or nothing like that. But if you do honey, put some honey in it. Get some garlic, some ginger, make yourself a tea, you know, get rid of that sore throat. Don't drink cold water when you're sick. Drink warm water, room temperature water. You know, there's lots of ways to get rid of the cold naturally, especially a sore throat. Cold water is not good for you, no how. Just to let you all know that. I love cold water. I ain't going front. I love me so cold water. I'm about to go drink some cold water in a minute. And I just said it's
Yeah.
not good for you. Okay? I'm about to go drink some cold water. But let me say, but it's not good for you. You know, don't overdo it. Like they say, don't overeat, don't overdo this, don't overdo the cold water. Cold water is unhealthy
Heard
for
that
you.
before.
It causes heart problems.
I've heard that
You know?
before, but I never knew why.
Yes, it causes heart problems, you know?
Hmm.
And and also it helps keep viruses in you, bacteria.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes. So
I've heard that. I had heard that before. You know that
yeah,
cold water is not the best. Yeah.
it's not. It's
Hmm.
not. You should drink room temperature water. But who wants to drink some room temperature water when it's 100 degrees outside? I'm just saying. Unless you have a good air conditioner in your house, you know, good AC, central AC, then you could probably drink some room temperature water because your house is nice and cool and you're not going to feel the difference, you know. But coming from outside and some heat and then you're going to drink some room temperature water, it's like you're drinking sweat or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like some, you know, so that's all I'm saying. But yeah, cold water. If you're sick, don't drink cold water. Drink room
Yeah.
temperature.
Cool. I keep that in mind.
Yes, yes. Same thing, like, you know, that's why they say drink hot tea, you know,
Mm,
because the
yeah.
heat. It's the heat, you know.
Mm,
But don't go run to the hospital. They're gonna tell you got coronavirus.
yes.
So
Hmm.
don't do it. Don't do it. Your back hurt, figure out a way to ease the pain. You know, there's ways. There's ways. Why don't you go get some margarine? Get some
Mm.
margarine. You know the leaves, the margarine plant. That
Okay.
that marjoram helps with pain. Yes, just to
You
let you
know
all
what
know that.
else? You know what else?
And peppermint. Yeah.
Jalapenos, peppermint oil, and shea butter. That helps with like joint and muscle pain.
Well, anything spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Repeat
Yeah.
that.
Jalapenos, peppermint oil, and shea butter. Hmm.
It helps with
I
what?
like it helps with joint and muscle pain.
Say that again.
Jalapenos, peppermint oil, shea butter. and it helps with joint and muscle pain.
Yep, you can use jalapeno, you can use cayenne if you can get a hold of some cayenne or black pepper oil, and
Yeah.
mix that. Yes, mix it. Yes. But you have to know how to do it in the right
Yes.
proportions, okay?
Mhm.
The right proportions. Also,
Yeah.
eucalyptus
Mhm.
plants. Yes, this helps with pain. You get what I'm
Really?
saying? Yes,
Okay.
eucalyptus plants, peppermint, the marjoram. Marjoram is really good.
Mhm.
Vetiver, that's another oil that's very, very good for pain. There's things that you can use for pain, you all. You don't have to run to the hospital.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know. Unfortunately, I truly agree. I don't know what. If you think I can understand that, I'm sorry. I can't understand that. I don't understand.
They got Pepe as they profile.
I don't
A
know what
distraction.
it's who? A distraction?
Pepe. Yeah.
I don't know. But all I see is herp, he, and raw. Okay? I don't know what you're saying. Sis, okay, Ruby, I got them products on deck. You know what I'm saying, Ruby?
Oh
You got
yeah.
another surgery coming. No. She was saying she has another surgery coming. I told her, I said, I got them products on deck. I'm not marketing and promoting my products right now because I don't want to go into, post offices and like that. Too much because once I start marketing and promoting my products, people want to buy them, which I'm appreciative. I'm very grateful, but I don't want to go into the post office right now, unless I absolutely have to. And so yeah, that's what that is. But I got you, sis. Do you think stream house centers would be great investment? There's a question. What do you think? Push.
I think stream house centers would be a great investment. I'm not sure what a stream house center is.
That's why I asked you to answer. Um, I'm thinking. I'm not sure. What exactly is
um,
a stream house? Please. I'm not sure what a stream house is. But if you think it's gonna bring some money, I'm with it. What is
mhm.
it? As long as it ain't gonna kill our people or anything. I need that. I need another. Okay, so girl, we done went 2 hours, baby. My first time,
Dang.
this is my second time going 2 hours. The first time going 2 hours was with brother Cornelius Sanders. And now you.
Well, we've been having a good time, Sister Fari.
Yes. Yes, 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 we have. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. All right. So now I'm really about to end this now. 2 hours. We're gonna have to bring her back, y'all. We're gonna have to bring her back. Y'all got
It would
any
be my pleasure.
questions? I know. Y'all have any questions, anything, hit up the Scoop with Fari X on Facebook or find my Facebook page. My business page is called Fari X. I'm sitting there with something red on, Do I got the red thing on Fari X page? I think I do.
Mhm.
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the chair with a red outfit on, a red jacket. Hit me up on Fari X or go to the Scoop with Fari X and we'll answer your questions. The videos will be there. Instagram, the Scoop with Fari X too. You know, um, Twitter, I am Fari X. You get what I'm saying? You can find me everywhere. So if you got any questions about the show, anything you want to talk about, any suggestions for another show, hit up the Scoop with Fari X or go to Fari X on Facebook and let me know what your suggestions are and we can have a show on it. Okay? Definitely. It's gonna be fun and it's gonna be live. Next week though, I do have a New Nuwapian brother coming on the show. Yes, I do, on Sunday. And I also have T Ford coming on next Sunday at 5 p.m. The Revolutionary King, he's coming on there He's a part of the gun club and all that good stuff. You know, he got his own. Are you familiar with T4?
I've heard of him. Yes,
Yes,
I've
we
heard
got
of him.
T4 coming on, you know, and he's gonna come with that fire. Yes, know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
oh
That
yeah,
fire. 5
absolutely.
p.m. on Sunday, next week. So yeah, it's gonna go down next Sunday. Oh, like a queen. I'm not sure what she's talking about, but that's my clothing line. I don't promote my clothes either, but yeah, that's my clothing line. Yeah.
Sister Fire, you got a lot going on, sis. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. I do. But I'm not gonna talk about what I got going on right now, you know. So um like I said, if y'all got some questions, I will answer. Portia will answer. If you have suggestions for another show, hit me up. If you want to know about any of my products and my services, go to imfarex.com. My clothes, I think I have it on there. I'm not sure. I know I have my own Facebook page for the clothes, though, like a queen. So yeah, y'all can just, you know, hit us up, and then Miss Portia, aka Maya Shakur, tell them where to find you at again.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Miss Portia 1989. That's MSPORSCHE 1989. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm not exactly accepting friend requests, but you can follow me at my aunt Shakur. That's MAATSHAKUR. And my business page for Miss Portia's Inspiration and Information can be found on Facebook. Yes.
Yes, y'all can definitely find her. Y'all can find her there. And this platform, a Steam House. Oh, but see, we're not gonna talk. We're getting ready to hang up, girl. We're getting ready to hang up. We'll answer this after. We're not gonna carry this on. So I was telling myself, don't look at the comments, don't look at the comments, but I had to go look. So also, if you would like to donate to the Scoop with FariX, you know, to keep the platform going, then you can Cash App the Scoop with FariX. That's the Cash App name, the Scoop with FariX. Or you can Cash App I am FariX. And also, before we go, let me show you all this. If you all did not know, now you know. Every Saturday, I have my own radio show on AM dial. Okay. We go on live on the radio at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we're on until 4 p.m. All right. That's WCJN 1630 AM. You can try to, search it on your radio if you listen to the radio. If you don't listen to the actual radio, you can call in. That's the number right there. Y'all can take that down. Press 1 to hear the show, but keep your phone muted, because if you unmute your phone and I hear a bunch of noise, you will be disconnected, okay? Just like the power, cut off, all right? So we're not going to do that, okay? And we have the questions and answers toward the end of the show. So that is our radio show. It's called The Scoop. It's on 1630 AM, WCJN. All right. And that's the phone number. So I want you all to know about that. So if you want to help keep the show going, and for me, if you like my platform, if you like what we got going on here, you can donate. All right. To Cash App the Scoop with FariX, or Cash App the Scoop with, I am FariX. With the $ in front of it. Okay. I am FariX or the Scoop with FariX. We're taking donations. All right. And it was great. It was great having y'all. And we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Welcome to the Scoop. Welcome to the Scoop, where entertainment and enlightenment meets.